Okay. Welcome everybody to another Rev Talk. With all the energies being in so chaotic mode and just everything that's going on around the world, we thought we were going to say everything comes and goes. And we were talking earlier, and a lot of our mentors are coming and going because they have other callings. And where does that leave us? Where do we go from here? Do we find a new avenue, a new mentor? Listen to your spiritual guidance. What happens if you don't feel you're strong enough and you become reliant upon learning things from them? Where do you go? What do you do? Who do you trust? Who do you trust, Kim?
I'm laughing because we had quite the conversation before we decided to record. And I've had this experience where I was actually with, it wasn't just a mentor, but it was somebody counseling me. And I found out through um like a generalized email sent to everybody that, she decided to go in a different direction and that she wasn't going to be having sessions anymore. And I was I was so hurt. And there were an awful lot of emotions that came with that I was just so stunned. But like you said, Bev, it's sometimes I forget and am thankful that I'm reminded that they are human beings as well. They have their own journey, and as attached as I may have become to what I was learning, it may be the attachment itself that needed to be severed in order for me to grow. So there's a part of me that's also saying, especially with these energies that are happening right now and everything that we're learning and everything that's coming about, it's time to rely more on ourselves and our own intuition. We have all the gifts we need. We have all the information we need within us. So we need to use that. We need to go there rather than looking outside of ourselves to find answers. We have all the answers within us.
I agree exactly with what you're saying. My problem is I love to learn
I
and I
I
want to
know.
continue to grow. And now, when I look at other, like I like crystals, I like tinctures, I like essential oils, and I get all the books and I start dabbling in it. But I want a teacher that is knowledgeable, that can guide me so I can branch and feel stronger. Because you have the inner guidance, you just need that oomph or that guidance to get you to where your powerful point is. And
That's the
that's what
thing.
I'm missing.
Okay, so I get that. You like structure.
Yes.
You like a structure, you like a discipline, you like, there
My
to
ducks in a
be,
row.
yes, there needs to be a goal. What this energy now is saying, and I know you're not going to like this, is you have to let that go. You have to let that idea of structure, that idea of somebody else telling you what to do. You already know that. You already know it, and I know you know that.
That's true.
And I also understand it's nice to have somebody to rely on. We are our own masters. Seeking a master in this energy is counterproductive to moving forward.
That's a mouthful right there. And that's exactly what it is. And that's why the chaos, because nobody feels strong enough to
Right.
empower their inner self. And that's what we have to do. And it doesn't, the one thing that startles me is everybody gets so opinionated and all the chaos, and then they jump on the bandwagon.
Mhm.
I sit back now and I don't get involved in it because my faith is going to carry me through, and it's not the end of the world. My daughter's already stockpiling everything, and I'm saying, okay, go ahead. But you just need to focus on you.
Yep.
And that's what I've found I'm trying to do. And I just, and I do, I'm starting to read more and just taking it all in. But the basis that always brings me back is the four agreements, and then also the Course in Miracles. It's all based in love.
Mhm.
And the love begins to love yourself. And once you love yourself, you will grow. You
Absolutely.
don't need others to grow with you because you are okay where you're at and your light will shine. There you go.
I pulled that this morning and I love getting this card. I love getting love. Love, love, love.
Oh,
Yes. So that's always and you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. We're so used to relying on others to tell us what to do and how to be and the energies, if you're not aware of them, it can feel very scary out there. It can feel very scary. That's another time to recognize your own mastery and your own power. And like you said, to pause.
mhm.
I was talking to somebody today, and they were saying, well, you remember this or you remember that, or this is what's going on, or that's what, and I'm like, what? What's going? I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to that. I don't pay attention to the news. I don't pay attention to, all of that yammy yamma going on. So when somebody says, "Oh, have you heard about it?" No, no, I actually haven't, and my life is fine. Thank you very much.
I've found that's a key factor right there. Don't get caught up in it.
Exactly. Exactly. It's there's so much noise, so much going on that you can find yourself getting caught up in all of that, and you can justify your way into anything. Well, I'm doing this for the greater good. Are you? Are you really? You're really doing this for the greater good, or is this feeding something inside of you? Not for me to say. Judging, not no judgment. It's just I have to ask myself the same questions. Well, I can do this. Can I? Do I need to do this? Is this really mine to do? And I've found a lot of times I find the pattern behind it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? No, I actually don't need to do this. And send it, love. Isn't that great? Yay. Yay for you on your journey. But it can be difficult to navigate, especially with these energies the way they are right now. But that was very good, Bev, in that, pause. Again, as we always say, pause.
Yes. And it seems to be it's, you have to. You can't get caught up. You have to honor yourself first
Yes, that's important. That's
and
very important.
listen to your body. And my body's telling me it's tired and it's tired from all the energies. And so if I step back and I don't do the news and I don't do that, you're exactly right. It's almost like we're in our own little bubble.
I like my bubble.
Yeah, because we're safe, we're secure, and we know where we're going and what we're doing.
Well, and being in your own little bubble allows you that extra effort of silence, of peace, of quiet to focus. Now, obviously, like with me, my little brain, you know, makes a lot of noise, goes on and on and on and on and on. That's for me to be able to quiet it down. It makes it easier to quiet it down when I'm in my bubble and I'm not listening to all the outside noise that's trying to distract me.
It's so funny. When I was learning meditation, they said, I teach the children to meditate. Well, how do you do that? I teach them to say, so hum. So is your inhale, hum is your exhale. And you're so busy sewing and humming, you shut out all the things. So when I can't shut my brain off to this day, I still do that. And then
That's
I'll go
good.
into my deep breathing. But that shuts my brain off. And it's so simply, so that's how I teach a 6 years old.
Oh, I like
You
that
know,
idea.
so it shuts their brain off too, because their brain's scattered.
I think I'm probably worse than a 6-year-old then. So
It works.
I'll have to give
Good
that a try.
mantra.
Thank you for that.
Mhm.
So what do you think, my dear?
I think if people would just stop and not get caught up in anything and take time for themselves, they'll be at peace and everything can go to hell around them, but they're at peace.
Well, and I don't think I don't believe that to be, it may seem that hell is going on around everybody. It may seem that way, however, it's not.
No, I understand. I agree 100%. But until you can get control of your
Right.
mind and your body, it
Absolutely.
still seems like that. No,
Yes,
we're
you're
going
absolutely
right where
right.
we're supposed to go. Why fight it?
Yes. Be the master of your journey because it is your journey.
Mhm. And I've learned that's quite good. Now, when I look at the family, my family, it's their journey. Don't say
Yes,
anything and just
absolutely.
enjoy the time with them. And it's a beautiful picture.
Yes. That's wonderful. I love that. Thank you for that.
Goes for you too.
Oh, I know. So with that, my friends, we want to thank you for joining us on another Rev Talk. And we want to remind you to be kind to yourself and to be gentle with yourself. And to remember that you are unique in all the universe. There will never be another just like you in all of space and time. You are powerful, you are cherished, and you are loved. And without you, the song of the universe would be incomplete. Until next time, my friends, be well.